investigation. Headlines were made by the FBI just a few weeks ago when they thwarted an attempted terror attack on the New York Federal Reserve. Tonight, Ben's investigating the part of these FBI stings that you haven't heard about, how the arrests are actually made, and whether we are really safer as a result. This is a reality check you won't see anywhere else.
The arrest of a Bangladeshi man accused of plotting to blow up the Federal Reserve Bank in New York was a picture-perfect example of how undercover operations can thwart potential terrorist attacks. At least that's the claim of law enforcement. But is it true? Here's the backstory. Earlier this month, the FBI arrested a 22-year-old Bangladeshi student. They say he came to the United States to blow up a car bomb outside the Federal Reserve Building in Manhattan. Prosecutors say the student was apparently motivated by al-Qaeda but not affiliated, and his attempt to detonate a 1,000-pound bomb was foiled by the FBI. So what exactly is the FBI foiling? An investigation by Mother Jones and the Investigative Reporting Program at the University of California, Berkeley, took a look at the prosecutions of 508 terrorism defendants since 9/11. And what was found? Nearly half of the prosecutions involved the use of informants who were paid as much as $100,000 per assignment or who were working off criminal or immigration violations. FBI sting operations resulted in prosecutions against 158 defendants. But of that total, 49 defendants participated in plots that were led by, yes, led by an FBI operative instigating terrorist action. So the question is, in many of these cases, including this latest one outside the Federal Reserve Bank, are the FBI preventing terror attacks or creating terror plots in order to stop them? Take the case of 6 terrorists arrested for trying to blow up a Cleveland bridge last year. The group were self-proclaimed anarchists, part of Occupy Cleveland. They wanted to blow up a bridge in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and the FBI led a sting to bring them down. But in court, it was revealed that the anarchist who convinced the group to blow up a big bridge, led them to an arms merchant, drove the team to the bomb site with a dud bomb, was an FBI informant. And there are multiple other cases as well. The 2004 sting involving a 24-year-old Pakistani immigrant. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison for plotting to bomb a subway station in New York City. Turns out the man who recruited him, also an FBI informant. His lawyers say that he was entrapped. So is this entrapment? Let's talk about that for a minute, because the legal definition of entrapment means that the FBI can provide bombs, guns, or money, but if the suspect originally intended to commit the crime, it's still not entrapment. Interestingly, though, in the case of that subway bomber, every meeting was recorded between him and the informant except for the first one. In fact, many of these FBI sting cases, key encounters between the informant and the target are not recorded. And then there's the case of the Newburgh Four, 4 black Muslim men sentenced for plotting to blow up a Bronx synagogue. Well, they were offered up to $250,000 by a government informant. So what all of this means for you is that the FBI may be making all of us safer by picking up these lone wolf terrorists, and they say they are. But in the case of the Newburgh Four, well, the judge in that case, even after giving 3 of the 4 defendants 25 years in prison, was very clear, stating, quote, "Nothing any of these men did was the product of any independent motivation on their parts." She went on to say it is beyond question that the government created the crime here. And that is Reality Check.
You can find the sources for the story posted on our website at fox19.com. And if you'd like to make your voice heard on the story, head over to Ben's Facebook page. You can find it by searching Ben Swan. Well, the